Well, Coach, being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception, but this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Foles. Flush to his right. And his first pass is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Foles. Going up top. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Titans 0. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Titans take over. Get ready. At their own 25-yard line.
Check nine. Watch the ship. Pilot, 64, weak. Ready.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now Foles. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
33-yard line.
180. I don't think you got it, son.
He'll look to throw, and he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. The open man is Westbrook. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Back to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Looking to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Be alert, be alert. Go. Go. Switch, what we got, what we got? One. General West.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw again on second down. Foles. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. Touchdown, Jaguars. James O'Shaughnessy, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Josh Allen. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. 21-0 our score after 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll set up to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. They'll roll him out right. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
2nd and 9 at the Jaguars' 39-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. He finds Corey Davis. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he had time there. I mean, you give any quarterback that length of time, he'll make you pay.
It just puts way too much stress on guys trying to cover downfield because, as you said, you don't have much time in the pocket. He can scan the field, find the open person. That's exactly what happened there. And what was the end result again?
Touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
13.
From the 36, Foles sets up the screen to Robinson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 36. Foles now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Hayden Cole.
2nd and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
At their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Stay with your man. Go. Undercut. Go. Ready?
2nd and 5. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Get recon, 132 fighter. Check. Bravo. Yes.
Here we go. 50.
Go.
Mike 50.
Hey, they're scared. Go. Now.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll set up a throw. Looking deep here for Dion Lewis. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. They'll look to throw here. Open man is Westbrook, complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Foles now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's first and 10. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Play it. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hayden Cole.
Another try after the first down sack. Foles. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check, check. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 44, 44.
Second and 6. Going deep for Walker. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter what.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, 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 hey. You got motion, man. You got motion, man. Right get it.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Flush to his right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Eluding the pressure right. And a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And he's got some space here.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Lambo to add on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
He's got a man complete. 30, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run again here with Robinson. He'll have a first down past the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Under.
Now Foles. It's complete to Robinson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
A loss of 2. And it's 3rd down.
Pick your game up. Motion. Mike, check 55, Mike.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will extend the lead out to 24. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Ronnie Harrison, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Foles looking long for Westbrook. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Say, foul one.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That one complete. He finds Sharp. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Here's Foles. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 50 yards. They'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 13, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Check. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the punt.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Complete. This is Lewis. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. Doesn't even need to be a break.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Notice
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. He'll drop to throw. Escaping and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I know know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Now a give, right side. It's Robinson, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hey, Silver.
Foles. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line. Going down the middle, and it's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The second down pass. Intended for Delaney Walker. Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and long.
Here's Ryan Suckup for the Titan field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points.